Blog Talk Radio.
And our special episode of Those Guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Black Friday Part 1.
Merry Black Friday Part 1. The prequel, because it's not even Friday yet. Hello, everyone. Today we're doing our special Thanksgiving episode of Those Guys. Obviously doing, an episode on Arrow Season 3, episodes 2 and 3. But we're bringing up, Thanksgiving only because, first off, happy Thanksgiving. Even if you're listening to this in the archives, listen to it on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And, and of course, this is also, as if you saw some of our posts, you're like, why are they complaining about capitalism? Well, first off, thank you, capitalism, because you're going to make us a lot of money in the future. However, as of right now, what upsets me is the idea that, there are a lot of stores that are open today. Not a lot. It's the majority.
Meaning that's a lot of people that can't be with their families on Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Even if it's, I can understand you saying, oh, do it at late night or maybe even do it earlier. I know one of our, co-hosts, Katie Angus, who worked on me with the Doctor Who episode, the first one of Series 8, actually, she worked today, but she worked earlier in the day. So she got to spend, even though it wasn't the day, which is very upsetting to me still, she did get to spend the night with them. Or vice versa, where it's just, I'm going to work the night shift, so I get to maybe have dinner or have more of I know, you being Italian and my stepmother being Italian, you can have a very early Thanksgiving dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So, that I guess I can even understand. But the idea of just, nope, we're open all day, the idea of being open all day or having a shift in the middle of the day, or, even just the fact that, they're open today, where it's just, I understand certain places needing to be open, but certain places, not every, and when I say certain, I mean, Katie works at a supermarket, so I kind of get that, I hate to say it.
But it's when you delve into places like Target or Best Buy that open their doors today at 5 p.m. For a lot of people, that's when
Now, for sponsorship purposes, I don't want to point out any specific corporation. So, for all we know, they didn't do that.
They definitely didn't. That's the after turkey fever talking or something.
I'm going to love editing out I'm going to think of some great quotes that I can use to just edit out what you just said. People are going to hear you say it right up until the actual name of insert company here. No, but seriously, I don't know, just certain retailers, right, that decide to open up on Thanksgiving really grind my gears, because the idea that you don't need this designer, or even if it's not a designer, you don't need this specific item of either clothing or even video games. I'll say this much. I'm not going to call out people that have opened up today, because not only do I not know, but sponsorship. No, but I will call out, all jokes aside, I will call out people who didn't open up today. I know Costco didn't, which I enjoy, and I know GameStop didn't, which I also find interesting, because GameStop, I love them, but I did not think that they would do something like that.
Neither did I,
so
especially with their stock lately.
Yes. So they did not open up today, and you know what? Again, good for them, because just the idea that you don't need games today. That's what I think it is. Where it's just there are certain things that you don't need today. And, you mark your prices down just to entice people to come in, and then it really kind of, causes people who are working there to, like you said, be away from their families. So, it kind of just, it really kind of irks me. And we won't talk about this too much because we do have, 2 arrows to talk about, and I don't want to go too much on a on a rant because again, capitalism will be helping us in the future. Stay tuned. We'll be showing you how that works in the next few days. But yeah, as of right now, it's just the idea that capitalism is keeping people from their families. That because again, there are certain things I get. Where if everything shut down, society wouldn't be working, and we wouldn't have police today. You know what I'm saying? I get that, right? But there are certain things that are completely unnecessary to keep society moving that are that are open today. And yeah, you could argue, even supermarkets. When someone goes, oh, but what about supermarkets, Matt? Well, you know what? I'll be honest. If you do need food, you know what I'm saying? Like I can get needing food, right? But physical items that aren't that aren't edible, at least aren't supposed to be eaten.
I planned on having a PS4 for dinner. Where am I supposed to get that now?
Well, what if you didn't want a PS4? What if you wanted a Nintendo Wii U or an Xbox One?
This is serious, Matt. Don't joke like that.
You're really hurting our potential stock in the future.
I'm kidding.
I love you so much.
I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo.
I love all game systems listed underneath the one supporting us. No, all jokes aside, there are no sponsors right now. But if you do want to sponsor, with us or for any of your either items or companies, you can have multiple companies. Capitalism. Please email us, those guys on the radio at gmail.com, and we'll work something out. But as of right now, we're talking about Arrow season 3, episodes 2 to 3. Right, we start off with episode 2. Oh, and also we're not taking callers today, so you can just rest assured you don't have to call in today. You can just sit back with your bloated turkey bellies, as I am, and have some fun listening to a podcast. But if you do want to call in just to listen in, please do. The number being 718-664-9468. If for some reason your internet's not working, someone's using your computer, whatever you may use to get online and listen to us, just call in 718-664-9468. And, you will be kept in the queue. We'll see you there. We'll know that you want to listen, but we won't, put you on. Even if you press 1, because, the host might say, oh, press 1, talk to the host. Blog Talk Radio doesn't understand what we're doing. Like, it just assumes that we always want callers. So, just understand that we won't put you through, but you can sit there and listen in because why not? So, yeah. So we start off episode 2, right? And immediately it's just, damn it, Sarah's dead, right? Like, it just hits you again because it's been a while since I watched. So it's
Same
just,
here, actually.
right? Yeah. So it's like, damn it, Sarah's dead. I get it. It all hits you again. But not in a sad way. Just kind of like a,
I forgot they decided. Yeah, it's like I forgot they decided to do that.
Yeah, it didn't really hit you. I don't know about you, but to me it didn't really hit me emotionally. At least not yet. It's kind of like, oh. And then apparently, which I think is funny, Tommy is in Hong Kong. I find that funny because I want them to look for just new ways to just introduce every single character that we've seen in present day somehow via, Ollie's flashbacks. I really want to have that happen. Like, I really want there to just be, it's just, hey, look, that's the pizza, that's our pizza delivery guy. He was on the island. That's Pizza Assassin Man. Before anyone laughs, that's probably a comic book villain from the 70s. Before anyone laughs.
I'm going to laugh anyway, but you're probably right.
Okay. But yeah, so I love that, don't you? Just, yeah, weaving
I thought it was
everyone.
great, and at least they found a good way to bring him into it. I was kind of worried it would be like, well, I thought maybe he'd be in Hong Kong, so we'll go. I'm glad they went with the whole, well, you activated your email, so that kind of triggered a ping, and your friend found it, and he came. Like, that's a smart way to go about it, guys.
Yeah, I will admit, I don't know a lot about technology. I don't know if the people making this show know a lot about technology, but what I do know is it sounds plausible for the amount of money that Tommy has.
Exactly.
Where it's just make sure that if anyone logs into anything, like uses his credit cards, does that, uses his phone number, blah, 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 something will go off, and it's just, you idiot, you used your email. It's like, oh. at one point, something that would have helped save him, now because he's with Waller, it's like, and now Tommy must die. There must be another way. Someone else could kill Tommy. Not really what I was worried about there, but thanks. You don't have to do it. Wasn't my concern, but thank you.
I appreciate the effort, but not what I was looking for.
Yeah. But yeah, and of course we move on, and the episode tries to get more and more emotional, but until the end, really it was just me kind of processing that that Sarah's dead, but also really just feeling like she'll be replaced, and then not having it, I guess, hit me as hard because comics.
Yeah.
Because of how we're fans of comics, so it's hard, I think.
Yeah, like even in the first episode when they showed her being shot with arrows and she fell through, I didn't really go, this is so sad. I was like, that's an interesting choice.
Right.
Okay, then.
Yeah. I think it's I don't know why I found this so funny. It's just, I'm sorry, there's been a death in the family. Oh, she said it. She said it. It's really funny because I just keep on. We've said this since like season 1, not really on air because we haven't really done podcasts up until the end of season 2 for Arrow. But I've said this since the beginning, where we know that this was originally planned to be a Batman series, and of course it's been changed along the way completely. I mean, I assume Bruce Wayne wasn't going to be stuck on an island. He may have been training on an island though. Technically, because he could have trained in different parts of the world, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But he wouldn't have been stuck on the island, I feel. They moved certain things to be exclusively Arrow, and yeah, there are things that are exclusively Arrow. But when you look at a lot of the themes of the series and the way certain things are written, you just sit there and you go, "This is Batman." This is really, really bad. So it's just kind of funny where it's just there's been a death in the family. That was planned. That was in the script from the exact season 3, episode 2, just with a different dead person.
Who is it going to be, guys? It was going to be Selena Kyle, because fuck you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fuck you. Except it would have been Selena Kyle's daughter, Susan Kyle, taking on the Catwoman name with her sister, Catherine Kyle.
Oh my God.
Becoming the Catwoman later. And we all would have sat there and gone,
Is her name the Catwoman later?
I wouldn't put it past Bob Kane. I wouldn't put it past him trying to channel Kane's, or rather just the writing of the time in terms of how to name people, where it's just the Catwoman later. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. So, no, but seriously, there's been a death in the family. That's not a sentence I should laugh with, but I am. And I don't know about you, all right, but I completely forgot that Thea went with Merlin. Like, wow. I feel bad for that.
Yeah, I knew she was gone. I just thought that it was one of those things where it's like, I just need to leave for a while. I forgot that she was with Merlin in training.
Yeah, no, because in my head, I remember it was a couple weeks back. It's just, so what? They just brought in Merlin, and then what? I forgot what even happened. Did he die? Like, what? I feel like such an asshole. Just, dude, he went with Thea to go train, and that's important. And it is.
It's definitely important. It's just that there's a lot on TV.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot on TV, and there's a lot that we do shows on. So it's kind of hard to get track. But yeah, what I do know this much: Ray Palmer is Ant-Man. Wait, no, that's not right. Man-Ant. No, what did DC call him again? Atom Bomb? No, that's actually a cool name. I'm sure someone took that already.
I'm pretty sure his name is Jonathan Entman.
No, it's not. What's his actual superhero name? The Atom? Because in my head it was like the Atom Bomb, and I'm like, that is actually the coolest name in the world. That
actually really is, though.
Someone has that name, though. They have to.
I mean, if they don't, it's kind of criminal.
It is. I feel like that should be a rapper's name.
screw it. I'm looking this up as we talk. Go on.
Okay, good. Okay, I was going to. Thank you for doing that, Anthony. No, I feel like that should be a rapper's name, where he just starts off every rap like, I'm about to drop the atom bomb. And you're like, nice! Oh! But seriously. So, yeah, they show Ray Palmer, I think, in this episode in a more sympathetic light. You know, I do feel like he's trying to use her, but still, you know, we can hope that he's not. You know, we can hope that he just kind of cares about people, but he's also, you know, just kind of, I guess, ruthless and cutthroat in a way where, hey, look, you know, business, where it happens. You know, people sometimes when it comes to money and business, people do have this, you know, they're kind of cutthroat and whatever. But I just feel like we said this before, but this is one of those shows that they're just going to completely show everyone, you know, completely different. I say completely a lot, but seriously, completely different. And then by the time, you know, either hopefully Ray Palmer doesn't die, but by next season it'll be Ray Palmer, the superhero. You know, and have a completely different turn. Yeah, because it's strange because I know that people will tell me it's character development, you idiot. And yeah, but it's hard because you're supposed to sit there and either pay money in a movie to, let's say, watch Superman not be Superman, or pay for most of the movie, if not even by the end of it he wasn't, and pay, you know, money, or rather just take your time out, rather, which is sometimes you could argue it's even more valuable than money, because you can get money back, you can't get your time back. You know, put time into watching people not be who you want them to be. I think for a while, like only in this season, I think, a bit last season, but mostly this season, do we see Ollie having bits of the Ollie that we know and love. But even then, he's still not there. And it's been 3 years.
Exactly.
So we've been seeing this show for 3 years. And if someone, you know, just wants to see the Ollie they know and love, they're just, you know, they were just like, well, I guess I'm done. Like, you know, I mean, it's very interesting.
Well, for us, it's been 3 years. In the show, I'm pretty sure it's been 4 years, because one of the seasons, I forget which, did a 1-year time jump.
Yeah, I believe it was 2 to 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, but for us, though, it's, you know, it's been 3 years. So Ray Palmer looks a bit more sympathetic, you know, and then apparently Green Arrow becomes a Kamen Rider, everybody. If you don't know what Kamen Rider is, it's okay, Google that. But Kamen Rider, you want to think of the American version, which was Masked Rider or Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, or just go look up any other Kamen Rider, and you'll know what I mean by Ollie going vroom vroom on that damn motorcycle for way too long than he...
I've been waiting for you to make that joke this entire podcast. I knew it was coming.
Kamen Rider, Arrow Knight. Copyrighted music. Copyrighted music. I mean, the show ended, but I'm sure the music's still copyrighted. But seriously, yeah, we have Green Arrow as Kamen Rider, and who I love the idea that it's just it's weird because you know, Flash goes full superhero and full superpowers, but Arrow, they do it so subtly where it's just Ollie is apparently very, very good on a motorcycle, more than humanly possible. Gets hit with an arrow, falls off. And I was thinking, like, oh, God, is it poisonous? But no, he's just hurt. He's in pain. But he's like, he got away. You should be dead. Yeah. You should be happy. You know, but, so, yeah, have you been able to find the atom bomb yet?
There is actually nobody with that name.
I want to spell, I want to be like, I smell a cool comic book, but the atom bomb is not fun at all. So it's one of those weird things where it's just, I feel like I would have to make a superhero where it's like, you know, just, I'm the atom bomb. Boo, you suck. People died. No, it's why? It's my power. Boo, choose something else.
But this is so catchy.
How about being the big Flash, you idiot? Okay. You know, like just something, like could have been anything. My name is the Big Flash. Just I'm the atom bomb. You're an asshole. But anyway, also something else I wanted, so we've been talking about Sarah's death, you know, being good, bad, or, you know, I will admit the good thing is that it is a good plot device to cause Ollie to grow and realize, you know, like in having to fight safer, I guess, because even though he was on a motorcycle in this episode, still to kind of fight safer and realize, you know, I could die here, so let me I guess because it's going to be weird because he's always going to be there to fight supervillains, but the supervillains just get more and more super, and then the superheroes come in. So he does like to, he does play with the big boys because he's a big boy, but still at the same time, it's just, let me be, let's say in the future, it'll be like, let me be more street level because I learned, I can die here. This is a life lesson. It's not like it's just, I'm not invincible. I'm a ninja for some reason, but I'm not invincible.
It will be interesting when it comes time for him versus the big bad, though, of the season, in terms of his fighting style changing up.
Well, who is the big bad? Because we have people like Merlin and Ray Palmer, and we have.
Okay.
I know
the
we have.
bad.
Okay, because here's the thing. I know we have from rumors, only from rumors that I've heard this, Anthony. So only rumors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard Ra's al Ghul coming in.
Those rumors are 100% correct.
Okay, but
there's
still,
a trailer literally for Ra's al Ghul.
That's interesting. But it's so strange to think about. I don't know how he's going to fight because I've actually never seen Ra's fight, strangely enough.
Really?
He's always more of a, whatever stories I read with Ra's, he's always more of a I'm on thrones kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we don't really get to see much of his fighting style, sadly enough. It's usually just, Ra's is part of a, superhero/supervillain fight. And then we'll see maybe a panel or two, but then it's more focused on people like, Batman and Luthor and Superman and people like that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, out of everything that I've read or seen, the only two that I really seen him fight are in Batman Hush and Batman Begins.
Okay.
Where he was played by the Neeson.
Right. So it's not even the Batman Begins doesn't even technically count.
Yeah, exactly.
Because but yeah, so that's interesting. He'll be coming in and he'll be the big bad because we already have people like Roy Palmer and even Merlin involved. So I wonder, what role they're going to play in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so as of right now, we see Ollie. Roy tells him the news. Remember that sister that you had? And I have to admit, I'm really happy that Ollie didn't punch out Roy because I think it shows how he will one day become the Ollie that we love.
Definitely.
But it was really funny because just in my head I was like, he's going to knock him out. He's going to just punch him in the face. Nope, he just nodded. He said, okay, I understand. And he went to go solve the problem. And I was like, shit. Yeah. Also, Ollie and Roy fighting, perfection.
I know. Oh, my God.
I want more of it. I want more of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, can't wait for that. How great was it when it's just, so you're the assassin, pulls off the mask. And it was like, you expected a monster, but you got Old Man Jenkins. What happened there?
I don't know.
Like,
I was like,
you felt the same way.
Yeah, I'm like, is this twist? Did they have Night Shyamalan on this scene, or
did the Asian guy get surgery? Is he plastic surgery? It's like that would make sense. No, I was very confused, and it was really funny how it was just wait, so you're not the guy that I thought you were because I thought we were switching from the past to the future like we usually do with this show. And I was like, okay, I guess we're not. And then it's like, I didn't shoot him. I didn't shoot her. I just also used arrows. That does sound kind of suspicious. I'm a big fan of my work. Well, okay. He's probably telling the truth. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was definitely expecting somebody else.
Yeah, I think we all were. How did you feel about Laurel pulling the trigger?
That was interesting.
That was hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I am surprised they went with that.
I'm not surprised they went with that necessarily. I'm just surprised that, as characters, they went through with it. Because, it's one of those things where it's just like, not even just that. As characters, the fact that Ollie still keeps her around. Which, again, I guess maybe that's just because he's becoming more like the Ollie we know, that's just like, let me work with her and help her. Where I feel like old Ollie, even though he loves her, he's known for, he was dating her and whatever and all this stuff, still, I feel like an Ollie from earlier in the series would have been like, no, you're not part of this team anymore. You broke the rule.
Yeah, I mean, we get that in a different way in episode 3, but I do get what you're saying. Like, you think by this point he would just be like, you're not allowed anymore.
No, but it's very interesting because he is, because he's not the kind of person that would just shun anyone. He's really trying to sit here and help people,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really confused at the fact that she did it. Like you said, that in a way where you said they had her do it, and the fact that it's just the fact that I heard the trigger, I was like, shit, there is no flash here. It would have gone off.
Mm-hmm.
It would have killed that guy who didn't kill. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, which is kind of funny. It's like, well, technically, I'm not saying he's scot-free here, but he didn't kill, he didn't kill Sarah, which is strange. Yeah. So, also, how did you feel when Laura was about to talk to her dad about what happened in the hospital room?
The only thing that was going through my mind in that entire scene is like, don't tell him he'll have a heart attack. Don't tell him he'll have a heart attack. Please, don't.
Not again.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's been through hell every season finale. Leave him alone.
We learn episode 2. Is episode 2 a mid-season finale? Why? Dad had a heart attack again. What did she say to him? She was like, hi, Dad, and he was like, oh, my heart. Oh.
I mean, it's true, though. Every season finale, this guy goes through living hell.
Pretty much, yeah. I found it very interesting, though, that she was just basically about to tell her dad, Dad, I needed to let you know that I'm Batman now. Okay, thanks, bye. Because in one scene...
The only thing that I was kind of iffy with was when he's like, what do you need to tell me? And she just kind of says, she's like, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know if I buy that.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting because, and I'm not going to blame the show overall because, the show, it's not that it's going to have terrible writing in the future but I have to admit, her dad seems like the kind of cop that even with his daughter, a season or 2 earlier, right? I mean, hell, he's still a cop. So it's not like he's stopped being a cop or something. He's still a cop. So it's kind of a thing where it's just, he kind of, it's like, I wanted to say that I'm sorry. Well, I'll hug you, even though I heard a lot of hesitation in your voice, because... Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching the scene, and the scene ends, I'm like, oh, we're done with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, it was very interesting. That's the thing. I just think that, do you know if we have new writers on the show or no?
No, we don't. The only thing that I can think of is that the writers are also tackling the Green Arrow comic book now. So, I mean, between
the Green Arrow comic book is completely new? Or is it... Oh, wait, no. You mean the actual comic book?
Yeah, the new 52 one. They just, they're the new creative team on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an accidental drop in quality because of,
because, they're doing that, and I'm pretty sure they're doing the Flash TV show tie-in comic as well.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's a bit too much work, I would argue. So it's very interesting because you look at the Flash, and again, I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, but, Jeff Johns is working on that. So there's some good there. There's a lot of good there. So getting back to, Arrow episode 2, I have to admit that, I said the entire episode, Sarah's death didn't really hit me. The funeral scene got to me.
Yeah.
That was where I thought, okay, this was very well placed. It really, it was able to really get me, kind of feeling like, damn, she's dead and all this stuff, and then having, Felicity just say, I know she wasn't Jewish, but, it feels right. And it was just like, okay, and that felt nice. The one thing that was confusing to me, and I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. At first I said, aw, because Diggles was like, we're naming the baby Sarah. And I was like, that's nice. And then all of a sudden, a minute later, I see him playing with the baby. And I'm just like, you haven't named her yet?
Yeah.
Because he said the words. He said the words.
Yeah. And they show the kid, I'm like, has this kid been going nameless this whole time?
Yeah, we called her Samantha for about a good 6 months, but then we changed it to Sarah. But,
by the time she's 16, there are 3 different versions of the birth certificate.
There are 3 completely different versions. She is a female Mick Foley by the time she turns 16. Yeah, no, it was weird because it was just, I don't know how they filmed that. I don't know what they meant to say or whatever. I think maybe he was saying it in a way where it's like they haven't told her yet, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So, but it's weird because it's like, but why would you name her Sarah before she died? Not that Sarah is a bad name or anything, but it's just in the context of the scene and everything, it sounded like we are doing this in her honor. But did you already have the baby? We are doing this in her honor.
And you guys already had the pajamas with Sarah on it, so...
Yeah.
Unless you
I don't
ran
know
out
what's going on.
24-hour Babies R Us. I mean, okay.
Are you telling me that a baby... Wait, no, Babies R Us is a real thing. Yeah, I was about to make a joke. I was like, wait, no, that's actually real. Yes, Babies R Us 24/7. That could happen.
Yeah.
Babies R Us 24/7. I don't know who the hell would work the shifts, but no idea. But anyway, so apparently it's just we just named her. Like she was going nameless for a bit. We decided to call her It. We kind of just kept her in the corner, away from our affection for a while. And then we found Sarah, and we were just like, that's a good name. We should love her now. And also, I loved the way everything. I love the way everything ended, by the way, because it was just kind of like everything was plopping into itself.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just, is Felicity evil now because she's working for Ray Palmer? Is she going to date Ollie? What about Barry? Find out on the next episode of Arrow. Also, some Thea shit. Like, that's kind of what it ended with, and also some Thea shit, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I lost my train of thought completely.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
No, it wasn't you. I had it and I lost it.
It's okay. I'll just say this much. Now that we've moved on to episode 3. I love Thea's new haircut. Also, she's a ninja. Like, I think those two are not mutually exclusive. They are just, I love her new haircut. Also, she's a ninja. It happens. But seriously, though, I don't know, when you heard her speech, like, did you get it, or do you still feel a bit off with her working with Merlin?
It's a mix of both, honestly. Like, I can get it, but at the same time, it seems, to me anyway, just a bit extreme.
Right. Understand.
What about you?
Well, I mean, I think of it like this, we know who our parents are. You know what I mean? Like, people have lied to us before, but I think it was just a thing where it's one huge one after another, after another, after another. There's a lot of other shows that we've done, and I can't name any off the top of my head, that something like this would feel very much like, you're going a bit too far, you could have just talked to people. But this was a huge one, where it's just like, I didn't know who my father was, you knew. Thea doesn't know that he's the Arrow, right? Or does she?
Not yet, no.
No, but that'll be another good one. So you've told me everything, haven't you, Ollie? There's one more thing. You're the Arrow. Shit, did not mean to use this voice. That's a problem. But seriously though, so we had, so I think in this case I get it. But I understand your point too, where it can feel a bit too much, but I can see where she's coming from. And it's kind of felt more like it wasn't just, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Roy's amazing. I want him to have a spin-off show immediately.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, because there are certain people that they're okay having a spin-off for me, and it feels like Red Arrow, like I would enjoy that immediately. Just get him off this show, not in a bad way, but just get him off this show. I love this. They're working on too many stuff. Too many stuff. Yeah, right. They're working on too much stuff. Quickly, give them another show. Everything will even itself out. No, but I would
love Red Arrow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would just love more Roy, because Roy is really fun, and he's a character who's deserving of this before he either dies. I think his comic book counterpart died at one point, right? Heroin overdose? Or is that a different one?
No, at one point he did.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm kind of cool with him having his own thing before,
he
possible
also
death.
lost his arm at one point.
That would be interesting if they tackled that here.
Yeah, because I remember it was this whole big thing where it's he lost his arm, and now he's bad as Arsenal.
Oh, shit, that would be... I feel like they're just going to do a thing where they're just going to take everyone from, most of the people from the Flash's team and just as evil, and just team them up with Roy. They are the Flashing Arrows. Wait, that doesn't work. The Arrows Flashes? No, we don't like that one. How about Team Evil? Perfect, Team Evil.
They are the Speeding Arrows.
Nope, don't like that one bit. No. With Thea. Nope, don't like that one bit. But no, seriously, I do think that Roy is deserving of one compared to... And now here's when I can shit on something and not care. You saw Sam and Cat a little bit here and there, right?
Yeah.
Sam and Cat, by the way, to anyone who doesn't know, is the spin-off of the two shows iCarly and Victorious.
Victorious.
Right. Did you know that, and I was flipping through channels today and it was on mute, but I was like, no shit, it's them. Did you know that they took those two little British girls from Sam and Cat and they have a movie on Nickelodeon now?
What?
Yeah, the two British girls that were very mean and rude and whatever. They had their own I think it was a Thanksgiving movie.
Are you serious?
On Nickelodeon today. Yes, I swear to God, look it up. You think I'm shitting you, but I swear to God, look it up. And I sat there, and all I could think of was that Robot Chicken sketch.
That
Robot
amazing.
Chicken skit where it's just, and then Pierre and a talking snake. It's and we never see John again. That's all I can think about. Where it's just, if this is successful, they made a show about two girls that appeared, I think, in only 2 episodes. I feel like it's only one, but it had to be another. 2 episodes that were in that, in the 2 episodes in that show, that was already a spin-off of 2 other Nickelodeon shows.
The fact that this happened is amazing.
It is a work of art in all of the worst ways possible. It is a work of art, man.
But
anyway.
I am looking at it right now. Oh my God.
So you believe me now?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Wow.
Okay, good. That's where we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so moving back to Arrow. We have a little bit more time today, so I think we can just take some time to just be idiots. Moving back to Arrow. Roy is great. That's why, and that's why I really kind of just, I mean great, and here's why. And that's why I went on that rant. Just, he's never been on a plane before. So it was just, so in my head I was like, what's the problem? Is it? And I was like, wait, no, it is his red one. I thought he took Ollie's by accident, and it was just Roy, you can't take that on a plane. But,
yeah, that whole sequence is great. Yeah. As soon as he said, I've never been on a plane before, I was like, this is going to be amazing.
Yes. That, and then also it was really cute Diggles. So Diggles with his baby girl is going to kill all the men. Right? It was hilarious. I was like, damn it, Diggles.
Oh, man. I'd like a Diggles spinoff, too, honestly. Just spin off every character from this show.
I don't think I'd like a Diggles. I mean, it's weird. If Diggles becomes a superhero, where it's just, what is it? The Flaming Diggles. I don't know. If he becomes a superhero, I think I'll get it. But as of right now, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Where I'm not...
Oh, no, wait. I just realized I missed a major part of my thought process. I forgot a word. A Diggles spin-off is not a full thing, but maybe a 1 or 2 episode arc with just Diggle.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, not a full series, because I don't think that would work.
No, I think a lot of people need that in Arrow or even in Flash, where if we do get people developing powers in Flash sooner than we think, we should have at least 2 episodes that are Flash light, or at least 1 episode that's Flash light. I mean, it's weird in Flash because it just started, so obviously we shouldn't be having that now. But for Arrow, it's 3 seasons in. So kind of like how Doctor Who, when it came back from its very long hiatus, and it kind of had, the Doctor for the first season, and then the second season, and then the third season, and by the time the fourth came around, they ended up having, with the Doctor being David Tennant at the time, and Donna, they had some Doctor-light episodes, and they worked very well. I mean, you think about Blink, written by Stephen Moffat. No matter what you think about him now, and I'll get you, whatever you think about him now, he did a wonderful episode in Blink. So, and that wasn't the only one. There were many Doctor-light episodes where he, in a way, felt like he was making a cameo rather than just being the Doctor. And it worked because of how long, the Doctor Who has been on the air in general, but even in the sense where with the, the way the series were going. So season 3 already, I can take 2 episodes, or at least 1 episode, being completely Diggle.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes sense to me.
Exactly.
Yes. But also, Diggle's wife is a great person.
What?
Diggle's wife?
Mm-hmm.
She's a great person.
Oh, definitely.
I'm just sitting, I'm not saying that I don't know people that would not do something like that, because I do. I know people that would be like that, but still, it's very nice to see on a TV show. It's just, you need to just go, and do this. Like, you need to go to the point where it's just, you need to help him. You need to help Ollie because, Sarah died. You also need to help my friend because he hasn't answered, and I will take care of the baby.
Mm.
And, I love that, though. Diggles was just like, if I miss something, right? If she does something interesting, well, I'm gone. Because Diggles was going to be like, no, my bubba. Nope, I have a baby. Nope, not happening. They can all die. Which is funny, because before the baby, it was just, no, I need to do everything that I can. Wait, no, baby, excuse me. I'm never coming back. And it kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Where he did this mission, but it feels like if he didn't do this mission, he wouldn't have done shit.
Oh, definitely.
Which is okay. I mean, again, he has a baby. I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, it was really funny, by the way, how it's just, we see the dude. He meets the dude. It's just like, oh, no, dude from other country. No way. As if, because he just says, he says this. It's like, oh, the family will be targeted. Oh, man, no way. The family. Oh, man, now I care. No way. Oh, man. And then, also, by the way, seeing Laurel in AA, how did that make you feel?
I'm actually glad about that scene, because I don't think that's something we see enough of on these kind of shows. Like, they'll say that so-and-so has a problem, and 3 episodes later, guys, I'm fine again. I like seeing her there. I like seeing her there with her dad, too. I was a bit worried he'd have a heart attack any second, but I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, he really got to lay off the food.
Yeah. And another thing that I was really glad about was kind of going a bit further into the episode with Laurel doing, certain things that she does, and her motives. The motive was actually the woman who was abused by her husband, and that was a boyfriend, rather. And I thought that was a really great nod to, Green Arrow, the comic book. It was during the 2000s, the Kevin Smith run, where the first time we see Black Canary in that series is when she interrupts a home invasion. Not a home invasion, a man beating on his wife. So that was a nice nod to that.
Domestic abuse, yes.
Yeah.
She committed a home invasion, technically. She saved the woman, but technically, I love that. She stopped the home invasion. She started one, Anthony. She started one. But no, that's nice, and I have to admit, seeing Laurel become Black Canary like this, I'm sold. Because you remember, if anyone can go back and listen to our first episode of season 3, and I believe even it might not have been as far back as our season 2 finale. So I think it was our season 3 episode 1 of me just going there and sitting there and going, I don't know, I don't know, right?
Mm.
But here I'm sold because of how it's being done, honestly, and just because I'm sitting there and I'm going, yes, I don't want the person doing it, but I mean, when you think about it, it's not going to be the mom anyway. So, okay, Even though I really do think, I believe that if we were going for a, oh no, I can't forget you, not live on air, Alex Ross. My God, Alex Ross. I'm calling him God. You know what he wrote.
Oh, God,
Kingdom
yeah.
Come.
Yep. Mhm.
No, for some reason, whenever I try to think of Alex Ross stuff, my brain tries to screw with me. I want to let everyone know this. So my brain goes, Injustice. And I was like, no, but there was justice. Oh, church things. And it's constantly just screaming at me, just, you remember the church things, don't you? I don't, King, Seventh Heaven. That's not it. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. It's not Seventh Heaven. It's not. No, it's Kingdom. And it's just like, Kingdom Fall. No! Kingdom Go? Damn it! So, yeah, it's a huge issue. So, thankfully, yeah, Kingdom Come. I would love to see her as Dinah in Kingdom Come, if they were ever to do something like that. Because she could definitely play an older Black Canary.
Mhm.
Yeah. But either way, right now we're not getting any of that. But yeah, so, and I loved, by the way, how quickly the foreign country fellow turned into a bad guy.
Yeah.
And I say that because it's just, you lying bastard, and to think I cared about you. Did we care? You know, did we care about him?
We just met you, but I mean.
Yeah, no, it was really funny. It was just like so much stuff was going on. It's just, and he's the bad guy. You know, I always knew. Like, well, okay.
There was something fishy about him when we met him. I knew it.
All right, if you're that good at reading someone, because apparently Diggles isn't shit. Apparently all his military training went to shit.
Black Ops, everything is worthless now.
Basically, it's just Diggles can point a gun and shoot very well, better than anyone else can, possibly ever, right? So okay, we got that going, but you know, perception skills are shit. But yeah, and then we have that really funny scene where everyone's calling Felicity.
Yes.
That was great. We're just, are we favorite friends? Is that what we are?
I know she's just like, I need you to trace someone to like Google or something. I'm having a bit of a day here, so.
Yeah. No, and I loved it too, where it's just, can you just Google their phones? Are you asking about blah, blah, blah? Yes. No, it's really fun, because it just sounds like how it either sounds like how my mom sounds when she's asking me to do something like that, or one of our co-hosts, Ashley Colpan, whenever she just says, "Can you just Google the Inner Machine?" Did you mean turn it on? Yes. It's like, okay. She's gonna kill me later for that, but it's okay. She doesn't listen. She doesn't support us. She doesn't care. No, but seriously, she just doesn't watch Arrow. If she watched Arrow, I'm sure she would love to listen to us. I'll try to get her into Arrow, and then one day she'll listen, and just 5 years down the line, I'll just hear, "You son of a bitch." What did I do? But anyway, yeah, so getting back to the actual show itself, because we have extra time. Laura being a vigilante is awesome. I think that's great. And I think that right there is, you know, because I think I'm just really interested in a superhero origin story that isn't, you know, my parents were killed, my uncle was killed, you know, the same stuff over and over and over again that we see over and over and over again. So I'm happy to get this. Very happy. So yeah. And of course, seeing her being a vigilante and then losing was even better because, of course, like I was sitting there like, she's not going to just immediately, I hit a guy with a bat and then I won.
Yeah, I was like, please, I know this sounds horrible, but don't let her win, please.
I mean, I didn't want her to get punched in the face.
Well, obviously, but I wasn't hoping to like, I didn't want her to be like, I got the sweet spot, I knocked him out with one hit.
Yeah. Though I will admit, with the bat, you could do that.
I mean,
she doesn't know how to use a bat.
That's the thing.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I'm happy that she didn't win right off the bat. But also I'm very happy that that he only hit her, because when he hit her, I was like, oh God, no. Things like American Horror Story really screw up our sense of what's going to happen next in a show. So it's just no. Oh, thank God he only hit her. And then you hear me say that sentence, and it's just I didn't mean to think that way. I'm sorry. I do not want people getting hit. You know? But, yeah. Either way, though, I'm sure that she's going to end up taking him down at some point because obviously he didn't die and he didn't go to jail. He did go to jail.
We're not sure yet. I would imagine he is. They had him in the police station.
Got it.
Via an anonymous tip. Which her
right, that's what that was.
Did. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, it was the anonymous tip. Thank you. But, yeah, so I felt sad because, you know, Ali opens up to Thea and says some really sad stuff. And, yeah, I felt sad. Yeah.
I think the greatest scene was when she gets burned by the coffee and she does nothing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's in my... that I had two summaries for the end of each episode for some reason, as if it's just like, you know, it's like now we're going to just... So, a lot happened. Diggles saved his family. Ollie figures out that Thea's a superhero now. Diggles comes home to see that his family is safe. Laurel tells Ollie that she wants to be a superhero and is going for training with UFC Man. And Ray Palmer is planning to sell military-grade weapons. And oh no, it's Nyssa. Find out on the next episode of Glee. But yeah, no, Nyssa really got to me though. All jokes aside, Nyssa, I was like, yeah. Because in my head I'm like, no, she has to hear this. But freaked me out because I thought, so... assuming that I was going to say Court of Owls. No, wrong show. Same universe, wrong show. Assuming that the League of Assassins, you know, the League of Shadows, they've been known to be both, or is it just League of Shadows?
Oh, they've been known to be both, but I think in this show it's League of Assassins.
Damn it. All right, but League of Assassins, you know, how let's say how low, because I mean technically the underworld, but how high does it go up the chain of command where, you know, even though she is Roz's daughter, right? If Roz sent out someone to kill, you know, Sarah, how, you know, like what if she doesn't know? And obviously she doesn't know, but I'm saying like the idea that it's just, you know, so, because I assume, at this point we don't know, but I assume that Roz is the one who sent out the killer. Well, we don't know. Yeah. But I assume that Roz is the one that sent out the killer, which is very strange, you know, where it's just, wow, daughter doesn't even know, she's not even mad at Roz yet, and technically they can get a very good ally on their side in Nyssa. So, that's also a good thing.
Yeah, but I mean, they really could, because as far as I know, Nyssa isn't in the comics, so they could pretty much, she's free game with them.
Oh, no, we've talked about this. Nyssa exists.
Damn it, I keep
He's
forgetting
just,
that.
no, you know, it's fine, because here's, and it's really funny, too, because usually I'm the one that fucks up with comic stuff. But no, it's okay, hush, you were just wrong. No, I'm kidding. The reason, here's the thing, ready, all jokes aside, you're going to kill me. He's going to kill me, everyone. Live on the radio, I'm going to hear a knock on my door. Hello, who's there? Someone you love. Hello?
Just open the door. Everything's going to be A-okay, buddy.
Gonna keep it closed. Okay, thanks. All night I just hear screaming from my window, come out, wherever you are. No, I'm good. You hear coming out?
I sense you are stalling until the show is over. Please tell me.
No, but seriously, here's the thing. She exists, but when we checked last show, because last show I was like, she doesn't exist. She's not real. She is. Nyssa is, I believe she is, let's see, I believe Roz had her out of wedlock during World War II, and she, you know, so I think she's half sisters with Talia. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and at one point I believe Talia died in the comics. It was Talia died, or it was Roz died, and then we had Nyssa come up and be like, hey, so like I'm gonna be the ruler of this. And it's like, no. And then their battles were fought. You know, blood was shed.
Well then.
Yes, but it was one of those things where it wasn't like, that's the thing, because, you know, if everyone, you know, out there, Anthony knows a lot about comics, a lot more than I will know. Not ever, but as of right now, a lot more than I know, right? Especially when it comes to something like Batman. But Anthony, I want to let you know that her stories were really released in, like, you know, in the equivalent of, like, Nyssa Volume 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Like Nyssa issue 1 through 4. So it's and they weren't even called like Nyssa. They were called something else where like it's just the, hey look, Roz has another kid. And then I think she maybe appeared once in Detective Comics. That's the thing. So she has not even appeared in New 52 as of yet. Bleh. So
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Not that he only reads New 52, everybody, but obviously if she appeared in, one issue in the 2000s or something, or one arc in the 2000s, it'll slip by you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what happened. That's why you're sitting there like, Nyssa doesn't exist. They couldn't use Talia. Nyssa does exist, and she's barely ever used. So this is the most characterization we've probably gotten ever. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, good.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. So before we end the show, do you have anything you want to say before we have to end the show?
Nothing particularly about the 2 episodes we talked about, just that I'm really looking forward to next week's crossover of Flash and Arrow, titled Flash vs. Arrow, Dawn of Cameos.
Oh, dear. That's the next episode. Oh, wait. So is that the next episode of Arrow? Or is that the newest one, which we're nowhere near yet?
It is the newest one, which is technically going to take place in both Flash and Arrow.
All right. So that is in episode 4, is what you're telling me.
No.
We have to act like these are new. I hate you. You're stupid. We have to act like this. We aren't behind because archives exist. I hate you. You're stupid and fat and sexy.
I watch a lot of shows. The timeline is all fucked up for me.
Yeah, right. Hey, look, it's comics all over again. Hey, look, it's Doctor Who. Before we end it, before I go on my long rant about all our social media accounts, please, Anthony, tell people what you do.
I do many things, one of which is making custom figures. I can do them one of 2 ways. I can do a simple repaint, or I can do kit bashing. Kit bashing would be if you want a specific figure of a specific person in a certain look. I would take a few different figures, take the parts I need from each one, disassemble them, then put them back together in the right order, and if necessary, repaint them, and that is a kit bash figure. You can see some examples of my work on my Instagram, which is Geek4Life blog, Geek4Life blog. Other than that, I also do reviews of movies, TV shows, pop culture items, comics, things like that on my blog account, which is called figuresandgeeks.blogspot.com.
Right. And of course, remember to check him out because, of course, he'll be, promoting us. And of course, sooner rather than later, we'll have you promoted on our Tumblr site as well. Yes, we have a few sites of our own. We have our Tumblr, which is our main website, which is thoseguysontheradio.tumblr.com, where we not only post our older episodes, our older podcasts, we also, post any of our new stuff there. And, of course, in the future, expect there to be Those Guys merchandise itself. Yes, everyone, if you've been sitting here lukewarm about us, you'll love our merchandise. Now, of course, you can find any of our older shows on there as well. I mentioned that earlier, but older shows like WWE, Raw, pay-per-views, Dragon Ball Z movies, Bleach movies, Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, Mike Tyson Mysteries, Black Dynamite, Flash, other episodes of Arrow, the How I Met Your Mother season finale, strangely enough, and Pokemon video games, and many more. We do a lot here. I believe we're almost at our 150th show, actually, which is interesting enough. Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah, dude, we've done a lot. So, yes. So, again, you can check us out on thoseguysontheradio.tumblr.com. We also have our Facebook / Those Guys on the Radio, or, you can just search up Those Guys and you should find us. We also have ourselves a Twitter @Those Guys Radio. The name's currently Hillbilly Jim because of a very funny WWE joke that we made about a good 3 weeks ago, I think. And, on our Twitter, we'll post our new episodes as well as funny cat pictures. We also have an Instagram / Those Guys on the Radio. Now, these social media accounts are important because not only do you get to connect with us, we get to connect with you. You get to laugh and et cetera, and possibly even send us some stuff that will make us chuckle. You also get, free, when we do free giveaways, those help you get more entries. Where you won't be winning in, let's say, two different categories, but you could easily, have the ability to at least get something if you are on all 4 of our social media accounts, which will help you because we usually, recently we've been giving away free Pokemon. In the future, I'm sure we'll be giving away things like free DVDs and things like that. So, also our Gmail, as I mentioned earlier, thoseguysonthe.radio@gmail.com for any promotional opportunities. So again, thank you guys for listening to Those Guys. I'm going to play us out. Say goodbye, Anthony.
Goodbye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.